Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you 5 different Python one-liners which I think are actually useful for different projects. The first one-liner you can see here is to find the most common occurrence or which number is the most common inside the Python array. At first we are going to transform the array to a set to remove duplicates from this array, and then we are going to find the maximum value with the key. The key is my list count, so we are going to count the occurrences inside this list. So 1 has 1 occurrence, 2 has 2 occurrences, 3 has 3 occurrences, and 4 has 2 occurrences again. And then we are going to find the maximum value from this array. So this should return 3. So I can show you. I'm going to execute it, and you can see we are getting 3. If I change that to 2 and add another 2, now we have 4 occurrences of the 2, and we should get 2. See, that was the first one-liner. Now I'm going to jump to the next one. Alright, as the next example we have how to flatten an array. You have as input we have a nested list, like you have that list, and then we have sublists inside this array. And now we can use a list comprehension for, like you can see here, to flatten this array. So those arrays are removed and the values are added to the main or in a single array. And that's really useful, for example, for data operations and matrix operations. Maybe you want to flatten an image array, which could be a deeply nested array, and you can, or a two-dimensional array, and you can flatten it to a single or one-dimensional array. I can also show you the equivalent in normal for loops for this example, so you can understand it better. But before, I will quickly run this code, so you can see we get a one-dimensional array. And now I will quickly clear that, and I will also show you the simple or the normal for loop example. That's right here. We are going to go through the lists, so we are going to go through to that list, and then we're going to jump into this list, and each item we are going to append to the flattened array. I can also run that, and we should get the same result. Like you can see here, the same result, just not as a one-liner. So this is the simple example how you can do it in one line. Alright, the next one-liner is focused around reading a file and how many lines a file contains. It's one of the most simple one-liners I'm going to show you. We are going to add a sum for each line on the file, and we're going to sum that, and we are going to get the number of lines. For that example, I got a sample text, and I can show you the sample text right here. This file has 5 lines, and we are going to count the lines of this file, and we should get the output of 5. Like you can see, 5 lines, exactly what this does. In a real-world example, you could use it to count the lines of or how many lines a user file has, and if it has too many lines, you can reject the file. Or if you have a server log, you can count how many logs this file contains, for example. I can quickly change this to 6 lines. And now we get 6 lines from this file, like you can see here. I think a really handy one-liner, maybe you can use it. Let's jump to the fourth one-liner. It's about merging 2 dictionaries. We have 2 dicts, one A, B, and one B, C. And now we can merge those 2 dictionaries. We are going to unpack the first dictionary, and we're going to unpack the second dictionary, and we are going to unpack it in a new dictionary. Now we can run this command, and both dictionaries will be merged. So we are going 1, and we get 1A, B is 3, and we're gonna get C is 4, and we can see B and B have been merged, and now B is 3. And I can also show you a real-world example. Maybe we have a user account, and we have default preferences, and we have user preferences the user has assigned. We can merge those 2 arrays. I'm going to quickly change this to default preferences and this one to the user preferences. And now we can override those and merge those 2 into one merged dictionary. I can run this one-liner, and you can see both have been merged, and the user preferences have been merged onto the default preferences. Like we have the theme is changed to dark, the notifications changed to false, and we also added the time zone preferences into this new merged dictionary. Alright, this was the fourth one-liner, and now we can jump to the last one. Alright, the last is about removing duplicates from an array and keeping the same order. I can copy the code into here. Like you can see, we have a list, the same as before. We have duplicates in here, and we can use a set we've seen to remove duplicates, and we're going to transform that into a new and unique list, and we add the scene into the array for each into the set for each element of the we're inputting here, and we can return the original list, and we can see the new list with the duplicates removed and in the same order. Alright, I can run this code, and you can see we have the original list with all elements, and now we are just we are removing every duplicate from that list, and we are left with 1, 2, 3, and 4. And a real-world example for this could be if you have a user input, and you have a website, and the user can input different tags for a post, for example, and you don't want duplicates in this array or in the saved tags, and that's a way to remove those duplicates. I hope you liked those one-liners. Feel free to comment your favorite one-liner, or maybe you think or we can improve something with the one-liners I showed you. So feel free to comment that, and I hope you can use some of them, and goodbye.